What's going on, guys? Andrew Piluk Hockey here, back with another video. And I'm making this video after I had already thought I filmed my video for today, but there's just more talks going on, and I'm going to tell you guys this right off the bat. I know you guys see the title. I have no idea how this trade would work, but this is the tweet that came out. Hearing the Leafs and Kings have talked about a potential Patrick Marleau trade. Obviously, there's the Todd McLellan connection, the coach, of course, Marleau, so he might waive. Again, guys, remember, Patrick Marleau has to waive a no-move clause, so he has full control of what he wants to do. But as of now, I don't think the two teams have found a fit. Kings would need to unload a contract or two as well. So basically the context of this is the Leafs and Kings are talking. Now, they already have a relationship and have talked multiple times this year because of the Muzzin trade, and who knows if they talked about Doughty or if they talked about Alec Martinez before, but at least they have that connection there. Dubas has made a connection with the Kings if you're a Leafs fan. Now, if we're taking a look at Patrick Marleau, okay, this season his cap hit is $6.25 million, but here's the kicker. The Leafs have, they're paying him out a signing bonus, okay? So basically what Elliotte Friedman was saying was that there's two increments that he's being paid. He's being paid one on July 1st and then one in December or something like that. There's two payments. But if the Leafs pay out, like let's say they pay out a couple $1 million of the bonus or $3 million of the bonus, that takes the actual dollars that the Kings would be paying for Marleau down by $3 million or $2 million or whatever. So they're not actually paying, you know, for him the full 6.25. The AAV stays the same. Like on the cap, it would be 6.25 whatever. So the cap hit stays there on their cap. But in actual dollars, the Leafs would be paying like half of it on July 1st if they were to move him then. And then, you know, obviously the Kings would only be paying him like $3 million or whatever, $4 million instead of 6, whatever it actually is in actual dollars. The cap hit stays the same though. That's the important part. But right here, they're saying they don't know if they've found a fit yet. This is the reason why. The Kings right now, if we go to their cap friendly, they have roughly $11 million in cap space, okay? But they have a ton of unrestricted free agents coming up the next season. So I guess this wouldn't matter too much, but they do have some RFAs this year. Nothing too crazy, but I don't think the Kings are just ready to just take on a big contract without them also getting rid of some players. Now, people are like, oh, well, maybe it's Alec Martinez because he has another $4 million next season. Like, maybe that's part of the deal. If Alec Martinez was a part of this deal, the Leafs would give up something significant because you're not just giving Marleau for a defenseman. Like, Martinez is a pretty solid option at $4 million. Like, let's go down here and look at his points. I mean, this season he had 18 points in 60 games. And, you know, before he's had 40 point, like a 40-point season, basically he had 39 points, 25, like 31, 22. Like, it's not like he's out of it, like, completely. He's not a good defenseman. Like, he's a pretty serviceable option. He's 31. The Leafs have problems on the blue line, so turning in a guy like Marleau to a defenseman like Martinez and obviously shedding $2 million in cap space would be a dream come true for the Leafs. They want to save any dollar that they can. But taking on Patrick Marleau, a guy who only had 37 points last year, it would probably take a little bit for the Kings to take on that contract. And that means that the Leafs would have to give up multiple picks, maybe a better prospect to attach to him. And again, and Bob McKenzie said this too, he doesn't want to attach Alec Martinez to Patrick Marleau in a potential deal with the Kings. But it looks like the Leafs are probably trying to at least get something back that they can use if the Kings are shedding a salary, or the Leafs are talking to them to say, listen, we'll attach whatever you want to Marleau when it, you know, realistically, like another pick or a prospect in a pick or a good prospect just to get that cap hit away. And then the Leafs would take on just a pick or a prospect or maybe a smaller contract that the Kings don't want to pay. So it would take a lot. And me personally, I'm telling you guys this right now, this is only one tweet. I don't know how much of this is accurate. Again, Pierre LeBrun usually has a lot of inside information, and he has broken quite a few moves that have happened before. So it's not like he's just talking, out of his what. He's got some notes here, obviously, and even Bob McKenzie said Pierre LeBrun was trying to call him, so there must at least be something to this. But you have to read those last two lines again. They haven't found a fit, and the Kings would have to unload a contract or two as well. This would be salary likely going both ways because the Kings don't want to have themselves strapped right to the cap. The Kings are an older team. I don't know why they would want Patrick Marleau. Again, Marleau would have to waive. That's the biggest thing here. If he wants to go there, whatever. But you'd have to convince him, and then the salary going back and forth would be difficult. So let me know what you guys think. Again, this was just a quick discussion video. I do not know how this would work. If that was the deal, that they were going after Martinez, you're still attaching quite a bit to Marleau. If it was Marleau just for a draft pick to clear out the cap space, you're giving the Kings something to sweeten the pot. You're going to need to give them something for taking on that salary. So that's what the Leafs are in right now. You've seen it with Zaitsev. The Leafs are going to try to move him for space, and the same thing with Marleau. So I don't know what could happen. I only think Zaitsev can move. I still think Marleau is going to be a Leaf next year. But let me know what you guys think down below. If you're new, make sure to subscribe. I'd love to have more hockey conversations with you. Join the squad. Let's get to 6,000 subscribers. You guys have been the best. Thank you so much to all the new subs who are coming on here lately. This isn't my usual setup, but for now it is because, I'm dealing with some construction downstairs. So thank you guys again. I'll see you guys in the next video or stream. Peace.